my name is LaBriece Ochsner. I'm here in Surprise, Arizona in the West Valley of metropolitan Phoenix. With me today is Andy, an intermediate level client of mine. He is going to demonstrate for us today the long stretch series, which is one of my personal favorites in the Pilates repertoire, as it highlights for my clients their ability to connect right to their core or their lack thereof. So we're going to get started with the long stretch. So Andy's going to place his hands on the sticky grips that we have in case he gets sweaty. His feet are going right into the crack of the headrest. If you have someone who has larger feet, they can place them on the shoulder rests, or if they just feel more comfortable doing so. He's going to be in a nice long straight line from the top of his head all the way through to his heels. And I'm just going to have Andy lift up in between his shoulder blades slightly here. Good. And then connect with his core, take a deep breath in to prepare, and on his exhale he's going to press the carriage away. Not quite so far as he fully can initially, coming back in, and then again exhaling, pressing away. A little bit further each time, inhaling as he comes back in. On the next one he's going to go a little bit further out. I'm just going to spot him here just in case, opening up the chest. Each time he's coming right back over the foot bar, 2 more times, all the way. See how far he's going back. That's because he has the core strength and control to do so. Last one, pressing almost the full length of the reformer. Excellent. Back in, and then I'm going to have him just carefully drop onto his knees. Great. Okay. So for a client that does not have the core strength that Andy does, you can add a little bit more spring, although then it will be harder on their upper body. For Andy, because he's so strong, I'm going to actually drop a spring just so that he feels and gets a little bit more in his obliques and powerhouse going. Okay, so Andy, go ahead and lift your knees back up. You're going to come right back into the plank. We're just going to show this long stretch one more time. Lift up into your shoulder blades a little bit more. There we go. Deep breath in. On your exhale, go ahead and press away. Scooping that belly in. See him shaking a little bit more. Back over the foot bar. Good. One more time only. And exhale away. Staying strong. And back in and slowly lower. Nicely done. Let's put the spring back on. That was wonderful. Okay, we're going to go from here to the down stretch. I'm going to have Andy place his feet onto the shoulder rest, tucking the toes under. The knees are right underneath his hip bones. Okay? Now, before he moves the carriage, just shift. I'm going to hold the carriage in so that he gets the sense here. Shift your hips all the way forward, Andy. Good. Drop your shoulders out of your ears. Pull that belly button in. Now, we're going to inhale to prepare, and on the exhale, press the carriage out, making sure that his hips stay down so his butt has not lifted at all, and then he's going to lift the chest up to the sky as he comes back in. Perfect. And exhaling away. See how far he is able to go back. Most clients are not able to go quite as far. And again, pressing out. Keeping his shoulders dropped out of his ears. Lift that chest to the sky. Very nice. Again, 2 more. Down. And then inhale, chest bone lifts. Feeling that extension in the upper back. Last one, similar to the swan. I love this one because this, you can get that swan extension without having to lie in your belly. Good. Go ahead and sit back just to rest for a moment there. The next one is the up stretch, which takes a lot of flowing movement. So I'm going to have him lift. I'm going to hold the carriage in again and have him lift his pelvis all the way up to the sky. His toes will shift forward slightly. And then, Andy, just go ahead and put your weight back into your heels at the start here. Now, I'm going to let go, and you're going to go ahead and press the carriage out. Drop your hips down into your plank, and then pull the carriage forward over the foot bar. Good. Lift up. Drop, press out, drop back, and pull forward. Good. Again, lifting up, and press the carriage out, drop down into that long stretch position, and coming back. I'm going to have you lift up into your shoulders just a little bit more. Good. Okay, now on the reverse here, it's a little bit trickier. Pressing out, pike up, and then pull forward all the way in and drop down, shoulders over your wrists again, and pressing out. Now, Andy, try to keep that nice fluid motion going, and drop back over, and pressing out one more time. Good, lift up, over the foot bar, pause, and hold. Good. Let's just have you step right into your elephant position. So the feet will be flat on the reformer for this. Good. I'm holding the carriage in just until he gets that weight all the way back into his heels. I like to have Andy lift his toes so he keeps that connection of his weight more into the heel of his feet. Opening up through and just round up a little bit more into my hand here. Perfect. Go ahead and press the carriage out. And then exhale and scoop that belly in. Come with the carriage back forward. And pressing away. Scooping the belly in deep and lifting up. You feel that stretch in your back of your legs? Very good. Good. So for the elephant, we like to isolate the lower body movement. Sometimes it's tricky for the client to keep the upper body still and make sure they keep the weight into their heels. So again, I like to check that the toes are lifted, make sure that they're doing that. Last one. Pressing away. Keep that upper body still. Sometimes I like to press here so they make sure that they don't move there. And then I'm just going to have you swivel around and sit yourself carefully on the bar. I'm holding the carriage in so that he doesn't slip. And let's go ahead and move your sticky grips over. So I just have the sticky grips there in case Andy's hands get a little sweaty while we do this. We don't want him slipping off. His legs are the perfect length so he can fit all the way up against the shoulder rest. I'm going to make sure that your shoulders are dropped away from your ears. I'm going to let go and have you go all the way down, straight toward the springs. Press the carriage out, lift up, and pull back again. Good. And down. Press out, lift up, and back. This is the long back stretch, so you want to think about maintaining that long back. Lift up and pull back in. Pause there. We're going to reverse. Pressing out, drop down, all the way in, and then press back. Make sure those elbows are pointing straight back. Good. Out, drop down, pull in, and push up. Stay out of your ears. One more time. Out, drop down, and press back up and sit. Sit down, Andy. Good. So hold on just for a moment there before I have you step off. On that long back stretch, it's often a little bit trickier for women just because of the lack of arm or shoulder strength. For Andy, that was easy for him. Therefore, I didn't have him take a rest before we switched to the other direction. If the rest is needed, of course, you can just have them sit on the foot bar before you switch. So go ahead and stand off. That was the last of our 5 exercises. Again, this series of the long stretch series, I think perfectly exemplifies what Pilates is all about because it has full body integration. Andy himself, when he first came to me, he suffered from chronic lower back pain. He had a weak core. Obviously, his core is no longer weak. Because of exercises like this, it's able to develop the entire body. All the muscles together are integrated into a flowing movement with the long stretch series. So in closing, again, my name is LaBriece Ochsner. We're here in Surprise, Arizona. This is Andy. I thank him very much for modeling for me, and also a special thanks to my son for filming this video. So signing off for now.